Hey, everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Nick's back again, CCW podcast. And y'all, we got shit to talk about. But before we do, let's go ahead and bring in this. We got a trios match this time going into this thing, y'all. And I got two partners in crime right now that I wouldn't trust more than to handle a business up in the spot when it comes to this wrestling thing. First and foremost, let's bring in the one and only, the greatest heel that ever lived. He once slapped Mae Young just for looking at him funny. He tripped over Hornswoggle because he owed him $1. He gave Kenny Omega an alpha breaker. Whatever the fuck he did. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, your favorite heel to hate, the one, the only, Heel Jones.
Boo. I hate it here. I hate you all. I hate wrestling fans and marks more than anything in the world. I hate it here. Gotta be properly hydrated. That mid-ass Night of Champions.
We'll talk about that for sure. We definitely
Mid.
All right, to round out the trios team, we're gonna have the wise man come through here. He is the wise counsel. He is the melanated Mr. Fuji, the one and only my uncle, your uncle, Mr. Navy Montel.
What's going on, fellas?
I feel like Navy was a wrestler. He would definitely have the 100-hand slap thing going. Like
I would have the Hondo slap big time. It would sound like a grandfather beating his grandkid. What the crap you doing? What the hell is wrong with you? What you doing?
What up, Groovy? What's going on, man?
Groove, what up, man?
June, what up, boy? Hey, man, if I hadn't known you was up, bro, I'd have sent you a link. If you want to hop in here, man, let me know.
Yeah, hey, pull him in here anyway.
You know what? Send it anyway. Just send it anyway.
Let me send Groovy the link, man. Because Groovy, if you up and you ready to rock and roll, man, then let's go ahead and
You mean Junie?
Yeah, Junie up in this.
I think we should have one day just do an open invite and see how many toxic people we can get in here.
Oh my gosh, we'd never get off the damn microphone. The hell?
Yeah.
We got control. We can mute them, boot them. It's okay.
I have a theory now. Depending on the movie or the concert, WrestleMania can happen anywhere.
According to that new belt, it can.
Oh shit! No kidding.
Warm it up.
The Little Mermaid. Make sure you take your knee and elbow pads because you be coming off the top rope with some of these trashy parents.
Trashy.
You said what to my daughter? She got him in the Lion Tamer. Bitch, I told you. Oh my god.
Not the Lion Tamer.
The Lion Tamer was so great.
Right?
Yeah. I don't like the Walls of Jericho. The Lion Tamer, it's just having that one knee down.
Yeah, right in the knee, right between the crux of the shoulders, and just kind of lean.
Ooh, the neck though was never comfortable.
Your neck, you know? Like, yeah, put the knee on the back of the neck, George Floyd style. Just put the knee around the back of the neck.
Wow. Sir, you know what, sir? Let me remove myself from this.
Yeah. We're a toxic podcast, and I've come to accept that, and I love my contributions to get this thing more toxic.
Navy left.
He left. He exited the building.
Oh, bruh, nah.
Oh man,
I felt a little alone too, man. Before we get into the pod, I really felt alone this weekend because I'm watching Night of Champions in the daytime because I'm not Saudi. I don't live in Saudi, and I'm like, oh my god, did you see that? Oh, what's going on with this? And I don't have nobody to communicate with. They're at cons and Memorial Day picnics and family reunions and stuff, and I'm out here like,
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I had to mute the group chat. I'm like, no spoilers for me.
I didn't post anything. When I didn't see y'all, okay. I'm not gonna post anything.
All alone. Funny is, I didn't even realize it was gonna be. I forgot it was gonna be in Saudi. So I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, you hyped for tonight? What do you mean tonight? Night of Champions. It's already done. What do you mean it's already done? Fuck.
It's the dawn of champions. The breakfast of champions.
yeah, the brunch
of champions, ladies and gentlemen.
The brunch of champions.
Sponsored by Wheaties.
Yeah.
When the ex-Benedict don't do it for you, get Wheaties.
Not at all. All right, let me go ahead and let's hop into this news and do what we do, y'all. Let's go ahead and get the podcast rolling.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest set for one fall.
One fall.
We got it that time. All right.
We had to remove the dross from the podcast.
All right. So let's go ahead and make this a fatal four-way then before we even get started with everything. Then let's go ahead and bring in my boy Joe, the IWGP Blurred Weight Champion.
Hey, this podcast is like a Teddy Long match. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a three-way. It's a fatal four-way now with the Undertaker.
Now we're going to face the Undertaker.
It's a fatal four-way now with the Undertaker.
Now we're going to face the Undertaker. You good, man?
How y'all doing?
I'm getting a feedback. I'm getting like a loop. I'm hearing myself way after.
Fed back over here.
All right, cool. We good now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we perfect.
Call him
How
an
y'all
audio
fellas
engineer.
doing?
We shouldn't have had none of that. What's wrong with you?
All right,
Supposed
we
to
got
be an
Teddy.
audio
I'm sorry, y'all. I hired Teddy Riley to be the engineer. I'm not sure why I did.
Teddy Riley, no.
Who makes good music? Come on, man.
And trips
Yeah,
over
but he-
throwaways.
And the verses was. We don't even talk about that.
That's the air we don't want to talk about.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that. So, as promised y'all last week, Ted, our favorite cokehead Tony Khan made an announcement on
Wow.
All Elite Wrestling.
This early, Nick. This early.
I'm coming in both barrels today. I'm feeling heelish today. Our favorite Sherm head Tony Khan came in with the guns blazing, saying that AEW Collision's debut will be 1 week after the Warner Brothers reveal they had a green light. A new show take place on Saturdays, like Rampage. It will air on TNT instead of TBS. And the first location for AEW's Collision will be at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois.
And that's why I wear my Bulls hat today.
Now, for me personally, I've already said this in our group chat. Junior, I'm going to bring you up to speed. I'm not sure whose breath smells more like CM Punk's dick. Is it AJ Lee?
Damn, Nick.
Is it AJ Lee
It's
or is it Tony
Sunday.
Khan?
This is an adult show. Guess what?
It's Sunday.
And
I love it. I was gonna sit back and enjoy.
You knew that groovy, but I'm just wondering, like how much can you beat on another man's dick? I mean, at this point, Kate, my wife will tell you, even though she knocked out right now, she will tell you when they said, "Hey, they're gonna announce a new location soon." I said, "Watch!" I said, "I bet $10 million that shit gonna be in Chicago." And lo and fucking behold, that shit was in Chicago. I'm like, this nigga Tony Khan is on CM Punk's dick. So
He is, but you know, the United Center in wrestling is like Atlanta and Charlotte and Raleigh. Like those are big wrestling. Even Nashville now. Those are really big wrestling places. And you got CM Punk. He hasn't been on screen. He hasn't really done any matches. He's probably going to get hurt coming out in the gorilla position. So you got to capitalize on that money.
I get that, but you would think because AEW has a home in Jacksonville, you would think it'd have been there at Daly's place. That would have been like, okay, the home location. I bet. I like that. They're keeping it homegrown. Even if WWE announced some brand new show, which they never should fucking do. But if they said the new show first night in Madison Square Garden, okay, that makes sense. But come on now.
I feel you, Nix. I do agree with that. It should be homegrown, but you got a third show. You know, you want to make the numbers look good on your first episode. Because, WWE has those LeBron James numbers. Roman Reigns has more pinfalls on a Tuesday afternoon than everybody else in, history.
In a snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What you think? AEW Collision, first location, Chicago. Is it CM Punk? Are we fondling the balls of Phil or what?
It's all political, man. You mean they are performing a prostate check on this man? Okay, they are deep up in him because when I heard that they were announcing it for Chicago, the first thing I said was, You really want to lick the rim of this man's balls that much that you're gonna put it in his backyard, because he didn't come back to being relevant until when he came back in Chicago. So now they need those numbers because for some reason all of their matches. Yeah, exactly. That's not what they're doing. Not clamoring at the door. But if you look at some of their matches, there's little to no noise or any fanfare in the mid cards. It's either the first match and the last match. Everything in the middle, it's so now you got to pick it someplace where there's gonna have a little bit of push and a little bit of oomph to it. And and like Heel said, there are certain cities that will get you that, you'll get that push, you'll get that vibe. Chicago's one of them. But if you thought of another city, okay, where could you do it that would get the same amount of appeal? You really can't. So Take It Back to Daly's place would have been the common sense decision, in my opinion, because that's where it started. So you go back to where everything started and make the locals feel like, wow, we really are a part of this.
I do agree.
I mean, like, I feel like this. We all knew it was going to be in Chicago before it was even going to be in Chicago. Everybody, well, it's going to be in Chicago. Everybody knew CM Punk come by watch be in Chicago. Here you go, Chicago. Like, I don't get what. I put it like this. CM Punk being back in wrestling in general is kind of like you missed your mark, bro. You should have came back when you was hot. Now you broke your ankle, came back, jumped in the crowd. You ain't as limber as you used to, bro. Come on, now.
He pulled a Shane McMahon.
Oh man.
The one thing I will say though, I'm happy about for this new show is that it's gonna start giving people who should have gotten shine a long time ago more shine. I mean, we're definitely gonna see FTR on the show consistently and probably even constantly. Definitely we're gonna see Andrade, Thunder Rosa, Miro, Powerhouse Hobbs. They're gonna start getting their due. So
and some of the guys from Dark too. Some of the people that you don't really get to see on Dark as much. Yeah. And also Ring of Honor. But the cool thing about it is, if you look at it, if you're an old school wrestling fan like Navy and myself, you would know like Saturday night used to be the wrestling night for like NWA. Yeah. So if they can get that same feel of that back in this summertime too, there's no other professional sports really competing on a Saturday night. So you're going to probably get more views than you would during the work week.
I'm going to ask this question because me and a buddy of mine had to, because he's like, yo, most people go out on Saturdays. So you think people gonna make time to watch that, like with stuff going on Saturdays on the weekend? Like people going out on Friday, but after Friday with SmackDown come on at 7, so after 7, people they heading out. People don't head out till 8 or 9.
You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere because here's a fact. A lot of people when Saturday rolls around, they really don't want to go anywhere. They really don't want to go anywhere. They have had a full work week. They want to sit their ass at home. They don't want to run out and go to the bars or the clubs or anything like that. Let the young people do that. But people want to, if you gravitate to it, and like he said, Saturdays, WWE is never going to touch a Saturday on a weekly basis, ever. They're never going to touch it. So why not hit a market that, one, was relevant before, get back into it. That way you're going to put WWE on their heels. No pun intended.
Even also, thank you. Also, if you look at Saturday, like if they could have this on in, like, I hate to say it, but there's sporting bars and everything is its own version of Applebee's. Like Olive Garden is the Italian Applebee's, and Applebee's by the Sea is Red Lobster. But if you could put this on at the bar area, you might. Everything's a version of Applebee's. I'm sorry, PF Change, Chinese Applebee's. So, like,
I saw that video too, yo. I was weak.
I totally agree.
Disrespect.
Okay, it's all the same thing. Southwest Applebee's, Chili's.
Let's go ahead and move on to the mid
Longhorn, Texas Applebee's.
I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the mid card of the pod. Let's talk about the
Chicago Applebee's.
Let's talk about the results Night Champions real quick. Let's run through these real quick. So we started, oddly enough, with the World Heavyweight Championship match: Seth Rollins, AJ Styles. They didn't kill it the way I thought they were gonna kill it. They did okay. I really thought they were gonna give me one to fucking remember forever, and they just didn't do that. But in the end, as predicted, Seth Rollins is your new World Heavyweight Champion.
Was that it? I felt like with that, Only reason I thought they would not give to Seth only because he's with Marvel doing
Captain America.
Yeah, so maybe they're not gonna give it to him. Just maybe. But then again, I said this is Hollywood. You want to have the belt on the champion, yada red carpet, cool, whatever. I'm like, SmackDown, so they'll put him on Raw, which would be stupid. That would just throw a middle finger to this whole draft. So maybe they will give the Seth. But I wasn't surprised that he got it. I kind of going into that, we knew what the results was.
I was more upset about the fact that okay, you pulled a AEW, whether you love it or hate it, or you're a wrestling stand for WWE or not, you have to admit they've changed the landscape of wrestling. There is no way possible in the McMahon era you would have led with a match like AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins. You would have never came out with that kind of pop. You would have started off with Doink and Hornswoggle. Big meaty man slapping meat. That's exactly what you would have started off with. It would have been maybe Gunther and Ali or something. Like the lineups are even different. And I hate to go backward, but even the whole thing about this London match, Triple H is a big European enthusiast, is the best way to say it. And he's trying to get all this Euro talent. NXT UK was a fail, but now he's trying to bring more shows. He said he's going to bring WrestleMania he's been trying to do it in London forever. But Tony Khan kind of got him to the punch. Now you're talking about this next pay-per-view or whatever pay-per-view is going to be in London. Like, I see the changes that AEW is making, but the us tonight was all predictable. I was very upset. Two of my favorite performers. Nah.
All right. So then we had a couple of matches that I think went on a little too long, personally, for my own personal taste. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Zoe Stark
in the battle of the bodysuits.
Right now, now if it's actual a battle of the bodysuits, Becky won that because with the trip, that was dope.
But Trish had a little. She been doing some squats.
Yes, sir.
That woman is not pretty. I don't care how.
She's not pretty. She's not. I'm not saying she's pretty. I'm not.
What?
I said what I said.
Looking at you.
I said what I said.
Listen. Next to Melissa Ford, she's my favorite Canadian. But look,
that woman aged like a jar of pig feet. Okay, that's how.
Hey, from here up, though, Davey. From here up.
I don't care. From here down is rubber bands and glue.
You know how much
she's a fitness lady.
She's bands and glue.
Yeah, you can fit a lot of duct tape and glue under that too.
Damn.
You remember how much fun you had as a child, rubber bands and glue? That would entertain you for hours.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
Save my life.
I'm not gonna make a short Canadian white woman. I tell you that. I'll make a spaceship, but I'm not gonna make a short Canadian white woman.
Hold on. Look how Jimmy looking at you. I've been waiting for. I got this.
Oh man,
I hate you so much. I'm still waiting on my damn Fago too.
Oh man,
I got you.
Oh man, but yeah, Zoe Stark kind of helped the assist with Trish winning that one, and that was actually a streak being broke because Trish actually won her first singles match in 17 years on pay-per-view. So good for her.
That was a smart move putting Zoe Stark in there with her. I think that was a smart move.
I'm definitely down for a Zoe Stark Becky Lynch feud. Absolutely, I'm down for that.
I think it'd be decent.
I
feel like Becky lost a step.
Another predictable match: Gunther or Walter versus Mustafa Ali. Basically, what they should have been fighting over who gets to use their real name.
Okay.
Wow, that's a good one.
Can I jump into this real quick?
I know what you're gonna say, but I think I know what you're gonna say.
I know everybody is all over Walter. I'm gonna call him Walter. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna call him Walter. Okay, but that man cannot sell for shit. That man cannot sell for shit. I actually watched him in a match. Now, moves that you at least make your opponent look good. Okay. Make it seem like there's something impactful. You're going to have a story being told. He's just sitting there, just literally no expression on his face, no body implementation. And I just looked at him and just said, why are you here? You're not interesting. I can see a ream of paper put on a Red Wrestling match.
They're preparing him for his UK tour.
Well, I hope he don't come back because I'm not a fan.
To that, I give a devil's advocacy on that one.
Of course you would.
When you look at guys like Walter and the more bigger guys that you have in professional wrestling, them selling when it counts, I guess, is more important than them selling the entire match. Because I mean, if Walter is gonna sell to Mustafa Ali, I don't know. Now I will say this: Mustafa Ali during this match was selling his ass off. Like he was giving Ziggler level selling.
Of course.
I think it was a better match than man, I can't even say this. I might have to say this.
Say it.
It might have been the match of the night for me. Only reason why is because you knew it was going to be a squash match, but it didn't feel like a squash match. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't chop. Like he sold the chop. So if Mustafa Ali does anything and Walter oversells it, that lowers his juggernaut value, I guess.
Yeah, that's what
you know what I'm saying.
Trying to make too, yeah.
But they.
Okay, I don't know if y'all in these wrestling groups on Facebook. I ain't gonna say their name because I ain't gonna disrespect this podcast.
That's my guy.
So a lot of people are mad about the whole Walter thing with the whole red flag. They're related to the whole Nazi stuff. Like they're like really pushing this.
Is the red flag the red flag? I thought it was the whole stance in Priam. And if you didn't hear it last night, I think it was I don't know if it's Michael Cole or the other guy, but I'm calling him the other guy. He said something about a superior wrestler or something like that, and that gave supremacy. Bum bum bum. Yeah, he said superior athlete or something like that.
Well.
I remember seeing when I first saw him wrestle. He wrestled. It was with he wrestled Tyler Bate in NXT UK, which I know people have a feel, but I actually enjoy NXT UK. Why? Because these weren't the same faces I was seeing every freaking week. Okay, so there was a chance for different stories being told. And Walter, before he lost all that weight, he was actually selling moves. He was making these wrestlers look solid.
And you're right. Because I went back and watched a Walter Darby Allin match, and they both were selling their asses off.
Yeah.
Or even like, wasn't he in War Games at one point? Like it was a crazy.
Yeah.
Like so he can sell moves.
Yeah, the match with him and Pete Dunne.
That
one of the best I'd ever seen. One of the best I ever seen.
Fucking Pete Dunne. I'm so disappointed what they're doing with him. I'm so disappointed what they're doing with him. So disappointed. I was a big Bruiserweight fan, but anyway. End of an era. Asuka dethroned Bianca Belair to win the Raw Women's Championship.
Prepare to go heel, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to no because it's a Bianca match. I want to see what June has to say about this.
I'm not saying
thank you, Groovy. Groovy said the same thing I did.
Look, all I'm saying is about Asuka. Don't get too happy because woo is coming for that.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
She gonna get there, and everybody really gonna be mad. And you know, Asuka ain't never beat Charlotte like that. She always get the when it comes to Charlotte.
I think it's time, though. Even though Bianca Belair is by far heads and shoulders above all talent when it comes to in-ring performance. And I've been saying this before; it was a popular opinion. I think she needed to drop the belt. Somebody had to drop a belt like last night. Somebody had to drop a belt. Like, the Usos were not Usos, but Solo and Sikoa and the Tribal Chief wasn't going to lose. You knew Gunther wasn't going to lose. So I think they put on a great match. It was cool. It was like old school. It's kind of like watching old school Sting versus Great Muta for me.
That's how it goes right there, man. You gonna go on record and say that?
I would say it was like Sting versus Muta, but like Sting used to be like in-ring guy. He had some in-ring talent back in the day before he just started splashing and King Kong. So those were like classic matches to me. So it was a pretty good match their feud is going to be ongoing. I see it. And I don't see everybody's groupies be watching these little podcast, these fan fiction head canons. She's not going to turn heel because she turns heel. What would that do? Who's she going to turn heel? Go? She's going to be. You will have 2 heel women's champions, and she's going to become a heel to get back in the rankings. I don't see that happening.
And the only way I would want her to go heel is if Montez Ford was heel too, so they could be a heel power couple.
Or a heels trio.
Yeah, that too.
They're saying that. Beat me. I see. You saw it too. I see like spoilers like, hey, Street Profits and Bianca Belair is going to turn heel soon. And I'm like, I really don't like that because you got 2. She's going back for a champion. She's a top tier women's divisions wrestler on either brand, either show, either any company promotion. So why would you make her a heel and all the other champions are heels?
Facts.
Bianca and Tez being a heel power couple would only work if they both wear gold.
See, that's how
I don't mean no mid card gold either. Montez should probably be the first person to dethrone Seth Rollins if they do the whole heel thing with both of them.
But isn't the Street Profits on SmackDown now?
Yeah, you're right.
I would like to see Montez dethrone Theory, and
that
Theory goes for Money in the Bank again and try to go for like maybe the World Heavyweight Championship, and Tez builds up to like an Intercontinental.
Yeah, but Gunther's on Raw. No, wait. Where are the Profits anyway? Are they on SmackDown?
Right.
Profits on SmackDown.
So Theory then. Yeah, you're right.
I see, but he needs a solo championship belt.
For real. His singles run is long overdue.
Not to mention I don't know what WWE's end game is going to be, but I really don't see any formal direction that everything is going, because there was a time where every storyline had a purpose, and when you got to a major pay-per-view, it was a must-see. You were going to go see it. No matter how the matchups were, you were going to go see it. And
Ruby, I feel you, man, but I mean, there's got to be a reason why.
When has WWE ever had a reason to do anything? Their 2-week pushes are legendary.
You were just saying,
okay?
like there's got to be some kind of reason or purpose behind what they're doing. So
there's the reason? There is none.
There is no reason. And I agree with Navy on that, because you look at some of the greatest things that actually happen, they didn't happen organically. It was happening randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Like Retribution?
No, not like Retribution.
Remember that garbage?
No. That happened.
Honestly, if they had done that right, if they had gotten away Bob, who used to write for 30 and Rock, away from the fucking show and got a wrestling writer who actually knew what the hell he was doing, Retribution could have been something. I said what I said. I said what I said. Do not get me started on them bringing in people and say, "Oh, he's a great comedy writer." Bitch, is he a wrestling fan?
Message.
Bitch, is he a wrestling fan? I don't care who he wrote for. Fuck NBC. Is he a wrestling fan?
Boom.
Don't get me started. Yo, this pisses me off.
That was a part of the Peacock, though. That was part of the Peacock movement, though. See, you got to look behind the curtain, my brother. See, you have the Peacock, which is all the colors, and then you NBC, boom.
You know what? That's what the writers for WWE.
Come on, brother.
I said it. All the writers for WWE, if you're not a wrestling fan, you do have what NBC has, a Peacock.
I guess my question would be, sorry, I got this one question. I don't want to get off topic, but I don't, since you said it, like somebody, I feel like pay-per-views or live premium live events, whatever the hell they want to call it, none of this stuff seems like it did back in the day. Like before I was ordering pay-per-views when I was a kid, I wasn't paying. I wouldn't ask my mama to spend $50 for a pay-per-view. But the build up to these, the go home shows to these pay-per-views, like I wanted to ask my mom, can I order this pay-per-view? I wasn't gonna do it, but still. It was a hype of like you wanted to watch it, but now it's like
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When I was super young, only pay-per-views we would get to watch was Royal Rumble and Mania. Like some of my friends might have got some of the other pay-per-views, like King of the Ring and all that. I didn't really watch a lot of pay-per-views as a kid, but my aunt would get me WrestleMania, and my mom would help me get the Royal Rumble. Those two, my whole family would not miss those.
Back in the day, my household was definitely WrestleMania. It was definitely Royal Rumble. It was absolutely Starcade.
Starcade.
And Halloween Havoc. Now them four, we gotta see them.
Let's see.
We had seen Halloween Havoc.
Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, Starrcade, Great American Bash.
Oh yeah. That's a fifth one. The Bash used to be.
You mean the Luger show?
Dusty show. Come on now. The Great
Everybody
American
know Great American Bash. Lex Luger doesn't lose the Great American Bash.
So
listen, baby. The American Dream Dusty Rose will tell you that Lex Luger was mid at best.
He was a Goldberg of his time.
Jeez,
that's fair.
He could barely sell.
That's
I'm not gonna argue with you. I ain't gonna. You got it.
I'm lightweight healing today. I'm letting Knicks and Navy get it off today. I'm not even really contributing to the heel strip. That was light for me.
All right. SmackDown Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley defeated Natalya in 2 minutes. Moving on. Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes.
Wait. Can we time out for a minute? Can we go back? Because I've been wanting to say this. I said this yesterday. I want to say it in chat, but y'all guys, I ain't want to do a spoilers. How many championship opportunities has Natalya had?
Oh, come on, baby. Come on.
She's probably had about at least 25 to 30 championship opportunities to lose. I want to look it up. We need a research department because I really want to know how many championship matches that she's had.
Here's the thing with Natalya and WWE, I would say, feel as though Natalya is this veteran who has been regarded and revered as the most winning women's competitor in all of WWE. She's had a few championship runs, and she was a guaranteed Hall of Famer. But real heads know that Natalya don't give a damn about nothing except posting on Instagram with her sister and cats.
Mm-hmm.
But she always gets championship ops. Like there's not a belt that she hasn't went for. I bet she'll get it. Next pay-per-view would be Natalya versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship.
You can shut up now, sir. You can shut it down now. No.
But yeah, all she give a fuck about is posting pictures on Instagram, man. She don't. Natalya really should just go ahead and hang it up. Honestly.
Some people just can't hang it up. It's like being like, I'm just happy to be here. You call me, cool. I'm gonna do the job for you.
She's just really like the person who just comes to work. She's been there. She's veteran. She knows how to do everything in the building, but she won't take a supervisor position. She's going to come in and work this register, and I ain't doing shit else. I've been an employee of the butt for 74 years. I'm not doing nothing else. Hey, Natalya, want you to be the storeman? Nope. You want to be a key holder? Nope. You want to close on Sundays? Nope. I just want to run this register, give me some cat food, and go home.
That is perfect. That's actually a perfect description. Oh man, Cody passing out the Brock, classic trope where they don't give up. This match is actually it was pretty good as far as pacing, but you kind of knew what was going to happen with that whole arm being in the cast and shit like that. You kind of knew what was going to happen.
It's not kind of knew what's going to happen. The whole Cody story seems like you're playing a video game, and you know how you choose like Road to WrestleMania, and you start the day after WrestleMania as the little created player or whatever story. He's on the line for line script for the Road to WrestleMania.
Wait, then they got it from.
From Road to WrestleMania, it's like I played the games. Like it's everything. You're gonna lose. You're gonna get jumped on. You're gonna get put in these impossible matches. Brock Lesnar coming out was like the perfect cutaway scene for 2012 WWE SmackDown versus Raw. Like it's the perfect Road to WrestleMania create a player script.
Yep. I feel like Cody, I don't know where they're going with Cody. Like, I don't get it. Like, I know he's gonna beat Roman, but I just want to know how they're gonna get that to happen.
I don't think so.
Say about it. I got nothing to say about it.
Maybe don't like. Maybe he's not feeling anything with Brock involved anyway.
Y'all already know, so I'm not even gonna waste words.
All right, let's get to the main event then. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. Kevin Owens and Sammy versus Reigns and Solo. Happy to see Sammy even at the fucking
That
was big. That was big.
That was huge in my eyes.
I wanted to say something.
The little bit of a, I guess, promo he cut at the very top of the match pretty much took away the entire crowd from Roman, period. So that was actually dope to hear that.
No, he coming out with the belts over his entrance gear, which was like, is Sammy a Muslim? Like, is that real? Like, I don't know what's going on.
He's Syrian.
He's Syrian?
Yeah.
Sami Zayn is Syrian? I thought he was Australian.
No,
What?
Sammy is not Australian.
I thought he was a Canadian Australian.
He's a Canadian Syrian, but
No.
The fact
He's
that he
being a
was,
little shit right now.
the fact that he was Syrian was the reason why he wasn't gonna go over to Saudi.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. We might be from different timelines. There was never a time that Sammy was Australian or Aussie or nothing like that.
No.
Oh, the timeline's been switched, brother. I thought the dude was Australian and he was from Alberta, whatever, Montreal, whatever, one of those Canadian places.
Nah.
Well, he's from Canada, but
he's from Canada, but I thought he was Australian.
No. He is a ginger Syrian. He's a gingerian.
This match did it did go pretty well. Classic Roman, bitching during the match and complaining, and Solo pretty much doing the grunt of the work. Sammy actually wrestled very well, as he usually does. But as soon as the Usos hit the scene, we all kind of knew what was going to happen. They were going to fuck it up for Roman and Solo. And the fact that Jimmy laid that kick to Roman not only once, but
two times.
I said,
I'm your brother, not him.
My wife.
Man.
I said, my son. I said, I can't wait till Friday.
Can we not wait till Friday? Because this whole Roman Reigns bloodline, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Matt Riddle, it feels like I'm watching a big meaty man version of like the Kardashians. It's giving real reality right now. It's giving, I'm going to take the NWO faction breakdown story. And I'm pretty sure that
it's definitely drama.
The Uso brothers about to come out with a whole bloodline white and black, some shit. Like, that's the only thing that's
coming back.
See what I'm talking about?
You know, it's gonna be the tribal chief and his family versus the real family with the Usos. You're gonna start seeing more of the Samoas coming out, because I'm telling you,
that boy Jacob Fatu gonna come out the
Thank
water.
you. I was gonna say Jacob gonna come out of nowhere, yo. He's gonna be the foil to Solo. He's gonna be Solo's foil, and that shit is gonna be fire. Wow.
I was hoping to see something like that tonight. I mean, I want to see something different, and like basically, and okay, y'all make this make sense to me. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What, now Jimmy is the one with the longer hair, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Jimmy was the one during the pandemic that was with Roman, and Jay was not, correct?
Right.
Jay was with Roman.
So now, post-pandemic, same shit, different day, Saudi Arabia, Jay is with the tribal chief, and Jimmy said, I told you, da-da-da-da-da. Like, so where was you at back in the pandemic when we was at the screens going on? Thunderdome.
No,
like,
this is how the shit went down anyway, because Roman had the Universal title, and then they have a tournament, and Jay won it. Jay was all happy and smiling at the time, which we haven't seen him do in 2 years, to be facing his cousin in the main event. So that's when Roman pretty much went into his evil phase and started beating the fuck out of Jay, to the point where Jimmy, who was injured at the time, came out saying, "Man, what you doing, man? It's Josh, man. What you doing? This family, bro." And then that's where the drama all started. So eventually Jay gave in and joined him, and he was the right hand man. When Jimmy came back from being injured, he was like, "Come on, man. I know you this whole thing Roman, man, but it's us, man. It's me and you." So eventually Jimmy said, "Fuck it, and join the bloodline."
Okay, I missed that part. I wasn't watching WWE in the pandemic.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
Yeah, I was watching it through WrestleTalk.
And that's what we have now. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I can't wait for Friday. They really should do something on Monday where Roman just takes over the fucking show. He was like, no. We're taking this right now. Jimmy, Jay, get your asses out here. I think
I'm kind of over the bloodline. I think it hit a peak. And instead of finishing the story. It's like watching a really great. I ain't gonna say I'm really great. It's like watching a show that I'm not really that interested in the show, but I start watching it, and everybody around me watches it, so I start watching it, right? And it goes on, and then all of a sudden you come to a season finale, and it could have been a good season finale, but yet it makes money, so we're going to extend it for 3 more seasons. Kind of like what that show y'all be watching, Game of Thrones, kind of like that. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but yeah.
From season
something
1
like
season
that.
7, it was dope. Season 8 was the Starbucks season.
This is where we're at right now. We're in the Starbucks season of the Bloodline.
Well, like anything else, like the way I look at how the story is going, with every dynasty or empire, the decline must be as great as the rise. So the way they built up the bloodline with the slow burn, and having them hit a peak where they had all the titles and pretty much destroying everybody, their descent must be just as dramatic and great as well too. And that's what we're in now, because that's, to me personally, the only way I see Roman ever losing. They gotta take everybody away from Roman, and that's when Roman was gonna lose. As long as he still has.
But then doesn't that tarnish his legacy? Because that makes it say basically without the bloodline, you wouldn't be a 1,000-year champion. And I know he's not an in-ring talent. I'm sorry. Joe was kind of mid in the ring, and you saw that last night or stay or Eastern breakfast time. I don't know, wherever you watch it at. Night of Champions, he looks like he doesn't do a lot of ring work. Solo kind of carried, as far as the big bumps and stuff like that. Roman does the same thing. I don't know. I just feel like don't let him lose. Just let him walk away as a champion and come back later or something. Because I'm tired of this. It's not giving what it was supposed to give. It's giving up.
I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Junie, Montel, y'all thoughts on the final match?
When I saw that super kick hit him in the face,
both of them, pow, pow.
That first one hit, I screamed. I'm gonna going, yeah, because that is when emotion has been invoked with the audience. When that action gets that reaction around the world, whether you like him or hate him, to see the story progress to a point where the prisoners are now rebelling against the warden. That's how I see it. And I said, yes, the prisoners have finally said, F you, this is some BS. You're coming across as an egomaniac. You're acting as if you are the reason why all this shit works. You have discounted everything that we've done because you're a whiny child, and you got this fat balding guy who continues to hold on to your belts like he's your walking trophy case. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Heyman, shut the fuck up.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's mention this then. So, have we not seen this with DX when Shawn Michaels kicked Triple H in the face? Have we not seen this when they dethroned and Evolution dropped Randy Orton on his neck? Did we not see this with Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan? Those weren't the slow burns. Those was just oh, boom, it's over with. It wasn't this whole. I know what you're saying, Nix, but it wasn't.
That was at a time where you had other storylines who were just as engaging.
This is the only storyline.
Yeah, it's the only one.
I give you that.
You can tell they have put all of their effort and every bit of storytelling and writing into the bloodline, and every other storyline, every other title defense, every other thing has suffered as a result of it. This is a classic example of WWE not being able to focus. They can't multitask for shit.
But if that's the case, then give me something better, because I've seen all of this before. And I mean, I know
the writers, to get rid of all the writers that are not motherfucking wrestling fans, bring in the ones that are wrestling fans that has an intuitive idea of what the wrestling fan at home, on their phone, on YouTube would want to see.
It's giving Russo.
I said engaged, not disengaged. What the hell?
I mean, at least it's not giving Tony Khan, because all Tony Khan does is go on Twitter and say, what do the fans want? Okay, let's do that.
But here's the thing. we will see classic matches. I mean, when I was younger, I watched for storylines, the beef between Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, the beef between Steve Austin and Rock and DX. I was into the dramatization of it, right? But during that, I liked moves. I liked, we were trying shit at the house and on beds and mattresses and trampolines. So now I got really heavy into the in-ring stuff. So I'd rather have less story, higher in-ring than everything be all about this. Whole WWE stands is something about the Usos, and then the matches are mid.
I guess I'm gonna have to be the entitled child because I need both.
I would like both, but you got to give me. But where's the in ring at though? You had Night of Champions. That wasn't even the ending to the LWO story in Puerto Rico with Bad Bunny and all that stuff and Savio. That was better than the whole Night of Champions.
It really was.
But again, they took the time to invest and tell the story, and they took wrestlers and figures that weren't part of the same faces you saw all the time, implemented the same way in the same position.
And the fact that Bad Bunny carried that shit,
that boy,
man! But the way he came out in the entrance, they were so hyped. Like that Puerto Rico, we ain't talking about that Puerto Rico show, but that I wanted to be. That's one match I could say, like one event that I wish I was at. I wish I was there.
Was nuts.
They was lit. Now Saudi was jumping too, and I was kind of shocked about that. But Puerto Rico was on a whole nother scale.
I will watch Bad Bunny before I will watch Logan Paul.
Sorry about that. Gentlemen had to take care of the family stuff.
Okay.
They're gonna definitely make that happen at Mania. I definitely see Mania being Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul. If they don't make it, if they don't make Logan Paul versus Uzi Vert, which I hope they don't happen.
That's risky because both of them are part-time wrestling guys. You need a real guy to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Well, the difference is Logan Paul might be in jail. So
moving on. Last weekend,
I said what I said.
What are you gonna be in
Yeah, Logan Paul. That's all I gotta say.
Man, he might be a dick, man, but he's actually a good in-ring performer. He's better than most of the talent that does it full time.
Yeah, but I know the other wrestlers ain't gonna try and make me invest in some shit I can't hold on to.
He ain't create cryptocurrency.
Let's go back to last Sunday real quick. New Japan Resurgence.
Yes.
The card was good. A lot of matches were amazing. The street fight that happened between Juice Robinson and Fred Rosser was awesome.
That was insane.
I love that we got Hukuleo and Kenta, which was an insane match for the Strong Openweight Championship. We actually know now that it's going to be Will Ospreay going up against Lance Archer to see who gets to face Kenny Omega for the IWGP US Championship. But that's my fellow black color commentary fans in the main event, the main fucking event, once again in a New Japan show.
Yeah, let's go.
We got two black women to go head to head for a brand new title. Clap that shit up.
That's good stuff. And it was a clinic.
And not just two black women, two talented, charismatic black women who can go in the ring and tell a story.
We got Mercedes Moné up against
my girl,
probably the cutest woman in all.
Mercedes Spearfield. Man, hold on. Hold on, she a little more than cute though.
Willow's face card is
man. Come on,
Willow's face card is not to be played with.
Willow, man, I saw her in MLW. I fell in love with her.
You gotta say it like Jeff Hardy. Willow.
I saw her in MLW. I fell in love with her. I said she is a blur to her heart, and you can tell.
I told my wife, listen, if we go to a con somewhere and Willow smile at me, we go together.
Already.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna have to get off in a minute. I gotta do the blur spot. Willow is like one of them strawberry milkshakes from Whataburger. If you ain't never had a strawberry milkshake, you do not know what I'm talking about. I need every sip of this.
That's why I love my nephew. Let's go.
Willow, she
Willow becoming the inaugural New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion. Lou is not here to talk about this, but she did say in her Instagram post, and I completely agree. Tony, it's time to put more stock in this woman.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
But is that what this collision thing is for? Is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he might be on coke and he might be a fanboy, but he's playing some very strong cards and making some very strong chess moves on this board. New Japan, great relationship. AAA, great relationship. I own Ring of Honor. I got 3 televised shows. I can mix and move these pieces around. Because maybe who's to say that what he put Willow on national TV didn't help her over in Japan?
Yeah.
The matches she have on Dynamite. She has great matches on Dynamite and Dark.
To be fair, Willow is traveled. She is adorable, but she's traveled. She has worked in multiple companies and has put on matches everywhere, just like her.
But has she been televised though? Has she been televised though?
Oh no, of course not in the American market, because let's face it, what's saturating the American market?
Doudrop
Reigns' bitch ass. That's what's saturating the market.
I think it's good. I think she has more fans now because of AEW, and I think it raised her stock to what, like, she really can go. Oh, I like her. She's cute. She kind of got them yams, them yams. Okay, look, let her go to Japan. But because of that, she might come over here and defend the title. She can team up with Trish Statlander to go against Jade and, I don't know, Trinity. Like, it's so many possibilities, and I love possibilities because it's not scripted. We know that Jimmy gonna kick Roman Reigns in the mouth. We already know that, but we don't know what can happen in AEW. You got the Aussie Open is all elite now.
Yeah,
anything can happen, and that's what I like. I can't say well, the Street Profits gonna turn heel. They probably gonna have to keep it interesting for them because they don't have other stories. But over on the other side of the water, in Japan and Mexico and AEW, you don't know what's gonna happen, and that's why I enjoy it.
Well, that brings us to a good spot to round out the show. So tonight, y'all, we got Double or Nothing. Let's get these predictions going.
Tonight, my guy.
Double or Nothing is tonight.
Let's get these predictions popping off real quick.
Can I go first? I gotta
yes.
Get a
Go ahead and get.
What's the card we got? What we looking at?
So the first match is the buy-in. We got the Hardys and Hook versus Ethan Page.
We know who the Hardys.
Right.
Ethan's gonna be their little bitch. That's all I gotta say.
We also have an AEW World Trios Championship match, the House of Black, and an open house rules match. So whoever the fuck show up gets a title shot.
It could be Aussie Open.
It's gonna be a retention, regardless of who it is, because House of Black is on a roll.
Yeah.
If it is Aussie Open, I'm gonna lose
my shit.
Straight up,
man. Meat slapping meat. That's all
I'm losing my shit if it's them. But yeah, I do see a retention either way though.
Mm-hmm.
Unsanctioned match: Chris Jericho versus Adam Cole with Sabu in Adam Cole's corner.
I see a twist. I see Sabu betraying Adam Cole because Sabu and Jericho have got history.
ECW history, too.
Yeah.
I see Sabu being a very highly cringe moment that we think this man might die at some point. I hope he don't, but something gonna happen. I'm telling y'all, if Sabu go trying to climb on something, just turn the TV, go get you some Sprite or little Jack Daniels, Uncle Deers, and don't watch. I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna turn my face. I don't want to see it.
Oh boy.
He gonna try to do for that triple moonsault jump he did when he did the John Cena on Raw at one time.
It's gonna
Sabu 180 years old. Sabu is 180 years old.
Sabu is probably my age, but got the body of a 180-year-old because all the shit.
I met Sabu in Memphis, Tennessee. I said, Sabu, how old was you when you fought Chris Jericho? He's 176 years old.
You ain't met no damn Sabu.
I did too.
Okay, in the Ain't Nothing Gonna Happen TBS Championship match, we got Jade Cargill once again defending against Ty Valkyrie.
Jade.
Trinity shows up. Mickey James shows up.
Okay, can I say that
Willow shows up.
Ty Valkyrie's gonna win it.
Whoa.
Ty's gonna win it.
Bold prediction.
Put some fade on it. Put some case of fade on the skip, man. Put some fade on it.
Ty is gonna win it simply because, and I've said this before, Jade has improved immensely, but she's not in an engaging storyline right now.
Touche.
There's really nothing that's going to keep continue to watch her except she comes in and does a standard stereotype of I love a beautiful queen, but throw an attitude. No one can beat me. No one can beat me. Okay, who is your foil? Let's see who your foil is and see how that story reacts. Because now
Somebody shows up.
you're going to bring me in.
Hey, side bet.
Mm.
What fandom will Jade Cargill cosplay tonight?
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a
what
good
movies are coming out? She might come out as Supergirl, Superman's cousin. She might come out as a Superwoman. I mean, yeah, Supergirl.
So
Hey, fella,
you
my
think
No.
DC?
I
Because
think
of the
she
movie.
gonna-
Because of the movie.
All right, Junior, take care, bro.
Thank you. I mean, love y'all, bro.
Give my love,
Bang,
everybody. Give my love, to everybody. He left us, bully.
Bully Ray.
Fandom. I think she's gonna go for an anime fandom
Mm.
because she's done superheroes, and we already know she's a blurred. She is a blur to her heart, even though she may not act like it. Yes, she is a blurred.
She doesn't. She doesn't.
I said she go Marvel.
So she go Marvel. But what Marvel will she do? What they got coming out?
I mean, they just recently did Guardians of the Galaxy. She might do more.
She come out as Gamora, boy, with all the
Or we got
Didn't she do
Spider-Verse coming
Gamora
up.
already?
We got Spider-Verse coming up.
She come out as Gwen Poole. I'm gonna go crazy.
No, she might do that.
Nah, she gonna do her own Miles Morales.
or Spider-Woman perhaps.
You know,
No,
that Mortal Kombat 1
no.
trailer just dropped too, and she's a big MK fan.
She gonna come out. She could come out as Venom.
I don't know.
Venom. Oh my gosh, let's
That
go.
would be dope.
Her hair is white though.
All right, we got the AEW International Championship Blackjack Battle Royale. I don't see Orange Cassidy.
I don't see a
escaping this
retention,
one.
but it's gonna be interesting to see who gets the belt.
Sling Blade.
Yeah, honestly, that's my guess. If it ain't him, Keith Lee.
You mean Switchblade?
Ooh, Sling Blade. I'm in the Bullet Club. Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Bullet Club.
French fried
Yeah, it's
potato.
French fried potato.
To me, it's either gonna be Jay or Keith Lee.
And I appreciate you saying Juice Robinson earlier because I refuse to talk about some wrestler or wrestle a motherfucker named Rock Hard. Ain't no way. So we call him Juice Robinson. Thank you for doing that earlier.
No problem. Julie's she probably gonna do a Mortal Kombat character, but she already did. She actually already did Jade last year, or even 2 years before that. So
The only one she could do is Melina.
Oh, she might come out as Ursula.
that'd be it. Or
From
even
The Little Mermaid.
or even Ariel. Who knows?
Her hair's been white though.
We'll see.
I don't know. That's what I like about it. You don't know what's gonna happen.
All right. Ladder match, TNT Championship, Wardlow, Christian Cage. I don't give a shit who wins this one.
The ladder wins.
Yeah.
The ladder wins until Lance Archer shows up. Somebody's showing up tonight. Somebody's gonna look. I don't know.
We got the world's first inanimate TNT champion. The ladder.
I mean, history would say, yeah, Christian's gonna win this because he has more experience in ladder matches. But I mean, it's fucking Wardlow. You clown that match, he's just gonna knock you off the fucking ladder.
That is very true.
I see Wardlow retaining. To be honest,
I think Hobbs might come and get involved.
Oh, you know he is.
yeah.
And then Hobbs comes out and gets involved. Then Samoa Joe comes out and gets involved. Then they'll do a rematch of the triple threat on Collision.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
Every time I hear that.
That's what's gonna happen probably. AEW Tag Team Championship match: FTR versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett.
It's gonna be a classic.
Wow.
You think so?
Because even though Jeff Jarrett old as shit, but Jay Lethal can still go, man. He's carrying that era. He's kind of like the big crit of like 80s and 90s wrestling.
Yeah, but you have the wild card, which is gonna be Mark Briscoe.
It's gonna be entertaining. I think FTR is gonna win.
Great.
They're gonna win, but
It's not gonna be pretty.
it ain't. I think the Briscoes gonna turn and eventually join that whole whatever that is with Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Here he goes.
Isn't Briscoe like? Don't he do like the redneck kung fu?
I think
Yeah.
so.
So wouldn't he pair up better with the guys that do the big rig?
I guess so, but I don't think it's gonna happen that way though.
I don't see it.
He's gonna be the X factor in this whole thing. FTR is still probably gonna win this, and if they don't, then what are they doing with tag titles at this point?
But here's the thing, though: if Briscoe favors the FTR, he has a great relationship, and one of the greatest matches he had with his brother was with them.
Yeah,
you would think he would lean that way.
Yeah, you would think, but
right before his brother, like right before the,
But
you
like
think
you, but like you so affectionately said earlier, it's AEW. You don't know what the fuck's
Mm-hmm.
going on.
I know.
That
You might see
part.
the Freebirds come out with them.
That part.
Kerry Von Erich from
Like, oh shit, Kerry Von Erich alive, nigga.
he's alive. Tupac gonna show up at AEW, bro. You don't know what's gonna happen.
We go get a Kerry Von Erich versus Eddie Guerrero. Loser gets that winner gets the soul
Man,
back.
and now where you see Terry Bam Bam Gordy come out of nowhere just tearing shit up.
Okay, Woody Mania for the women's championship. We got Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm.
I'm going with Hater.
Honestly, I'll say Hater because I really don't care.
Well, it's gonna be a lot of outside interference from the default faction number 3. That's their name for me. Default faction number 3, and that default faction number 2 is the one that Bailey's in. So I think it's gonna be hard with Jamie because Jamie wrestles hard, man. If it's just like a one-on-one, I got Jamie all day.
Oh yeah, Jamie is stiff as hell.
She can get in there with them big meaty men.
Yes.
That meat.
Anarchy in the arena match. We have the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
The arena wins.
Sandman shows up.
Sandman.
Tony Dreamer shows up. It's gonna be some
Did you
craziness
say
tonight.
Tony Dreamer?
It's gonna be some crazy. Yeah, I said Tony Dreamer. That's the guy that is really his cousin.
No, you're gonna see Too Cold Scorpio at one of the concessions. He gets involved.
You go see the cat show up. Call my mama.
The Dapper Yapper wins because if he doesn't say once again, ladies and gentlemen, shit's about to hit the fan. If he don't say that again.
When he said that though, man, I was like, oh, this is crazy. But it did though.
If he don't say that again, throw the whole match away. Because that first one was insane. The fact that they kept playing music during the whole time. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
That was nice.
I need that again. That was insane. And finally, the AEW World Championship, the 4 Pillars match: Jack Perry, MJF, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara.
You know what? And I'm sure I'm going to be wrong, but I will say this: AEW is due for a swerve. They're due for a swerve. Nothing wrong with MJF. Nothing against MJF. But there are some wrestlers after a while you really just like Roman Reigns, you really just want to just see how they'll deal with total failure and how they come back. And I see one of the other 3 winning it. Which one? I have no preference.
I think it's gonna be Jungle Boy Jack Perry because he's the only one in that group that hasn't won a solo title.
That's true.
That is true.
Because I was gonna say, like if Roman, not Roman shit. If MJF doesn't retain, which of the other 3 would you give it to? For me, I would say Sammy. That motherfucker has worked his fucking ass off.
Yeah, but he's not as wild as he used to be. Now there was a point I didn't like Sammy. I liked his talent, but he was kind of wild with his shit. But now he's got it under control. But he's had 2 belts at one time before. Jungle Boy has not had a single title. I think it's going to Jack Perry.
I honestly,
and they're gonna reboot his 90210.
if I had to choose between the 3, I could see Darby. Because right now, Darby has the momentum. Everywhere he goes, he has that momentum.
But he's won the TNT title how many times? 3, 2, 3?
741.
He was a double champion.
He's a double champion?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Only thing the Jungle Boy got was tag belts with Luchasaurus.
Now,
That
if
one
we
ring.
but see if we go with that logic, then you're going with the lesser of four evils because he hasn't had a belt. They're going to give it to him. He's not quite there yet to hold a title that prestigious. Not yet. Not yet.
But his dad's Luke Perry, bro.
Okay.
But that's his dad's Luke Perry, bro.
It's like, yo, I'm the son of 90210. Yeah.
I think I would like to see Darby get it, but Darby's been pushed already.
But see, Darby is one of those characters that when you see him on the screen, you're automatically engaged because you want to see what he's going to do. And he's in the vein of Orange Cassidy because in the ring, total unpredictability.
True.
I honestly don't see MJF losing. I do think he's going to retain because the other three, while they are great in-ring performers, as far as being the fucking guy in the company, I don't think either of them are ready yet.
Who cuts the best promo outside of MJF?
I think Sammy.
Then Sammy would win.
Because I do like Darby, but Sammy, when he gets the mic, you can hear that passion. You can hear that storytelling.
I'm going back to Jungle Boy because he doesn't have an animated intro.
He animates the crowd. He just kind of walks down like
he has the best. He has the best hair.
You're gonna give it to Jungle Boy because Dono's met him. He's the only
Dono, man, come on.
He's been touched by the Dono. He is blessed.
I don't see Sammy as a heavyweight champion. I feel like he can drop the belt too easily. I feel like Darby would put on some great matches as a champion, but I don't think it's his time yet. He needs some more weight and some more cuts and bruises. Jungle Boy, but I say he has a great build. He's been gone for a while. He's trying to raise back up. I see him with great matches like with him and Adam Cole, him and Jericho, him and Heyman, him and Kenny. Like I can see Jungle Boy hanging in there on some great matches with the rest of the card. So I don't know.
You know, we'll have to see, I guess. All right, y'all. Well, that about does it for the podcast. Unc, my boy, what you got? Final thoughts on everything we discussed? Night of Champions, Double or Nothing, Willow Nightingale, and this damn Collision.
The highlights, of course, Night of Champions was Roman Reigns getting clobbered in the jaw. That was my everything. I don't care. Everything else is irrelevant. So whoever, congratulations, Seth Rollins, for winning the WWE Belt Buckle Weight Championship.
The I'm Not Him belt.
Yeah, the Who Is He title.
Well, the fashion guy would definitely get the belt buckle.
Yeah.
That's
definitely true. Shout outs to Willow. I have watched her since I first saw her, and I just love everything about her. And I'm telling you what, mark my words, one of us one day we're going to talk with her and get her on the pod, and that is going to be magical.
If I talk with her,
don't let it be me because I'm gonna be inappropriate as fuck.
And if I'm talking to her, it's not gonna be talking. I'm not gonna be talking about no pod. I'm be.
That's when we get our lady potters coming back up in here talking about hi.
We're gonna have to take a page out of something else podcast playbook because we ain't talking about wrestling at all.
I'm gonna see if she want to go on Sister Wives or something. I can't.
Overall,
listen, Willow. Seriously, what are we right now? Like you feeling what I'm feeling right now?
Willow,
there's something there.
I got board games. You like board games? I got board games.
Mm-hmm.
But overall,
I shoot her ladders.
A mid-weekend with a few highlights. So that's it for wrestling.
I fold you like Rhea. I fold you like Rhea Ripley, baby. What's up? I fold you like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, you in trouble now? Sorry.
Wait, what happened to Durr? Oh my god! Did you see that? I saw it. I'd see it again too.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
Y'all are crazy.
That's funny. All right, Slim, what you got, man? Final thoughts on this weekend wrestling?
I feel like Jimmy Uso is the Khloe Kardashian of the bloodline. I'm tired of this bloodline. I really wasn't.
Chloe or Courtney? Because to me, Courtney's more forgot about than Chloe.
Wait. Courtney.
All
He's
of 'em are
Courtney
together.
Kardashian. But basically, the bloodlines become the Kardashian show, and Solo Sokoa is like Kylie Jenner, and I'm just Paul Heyman is the mom. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really Kardashian like. So I'm gonna say the highlights for me. I like the Willow thing. Please come back to AEW. Come in and mess up Jay's championship. I don't care. That'd be great. Call Trini. Have her show up. I want to see madness tonight at AEW. Somebody show. I don't even care. You can have Hacksaw Jim Duggan show up. I don't even care who it is. Let somebody come out and give us something that we can say, oh, didn't see that whole card coming. Like,
I will say this. I will ask Nick real quick. Are you watching it tonight?
Who, me? Oh, him. Oh.
Him, I know you're watching it. Nick, are you watching it tonight?
Absolutely.
Should I bring a pizza? Because I want to see it too.
I think we are gonna do pizza anyway, but let me check with the wife. I'm pretty sure she's gonna want to have you contribute something.
Fuck yeah, let's go. What we got? What's good? What I need to bring? Another human being? What do I need to bring? Let's go. I want to do this. All right, come on.
If you bring Willow, he won't be mad at all.
If you bring Willow, I'm kicking everybody else out.
Let's see. If I bring Willow, I'm not bringing Willow.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yahtzee.
You got KD. I'll talk to you later.
Yahtzee
on the porch.
Baby, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go to the house real quick. He got pay-per-view. I know we got to. I'm gonna go watch it with him.
That'd be too funny.
They should have her blurred. Come on.
Don't play with me right now. I will call Hilton right now.
So we can make that happen.
I would
make that happen.
Don't let. I'm saying what Hilton is a damn magician. I didn't even know about Cree Summer until I went to MagFest and he said, "Hey, I want to show you something." I said, "Sure." Saw her come across. I said, "Bitch, are you serious? Are you get?" And we get both Yellow Rangers.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna ask them. Like, hey, listen, I know it's not been asked for, but who's the better Yellow Ranger? Like, no, we're Black Sisterhood. We don't compete. Yeah. But
honestly, though, no disrespect, but all the Yellow Rangers was like high tier mid. Sorry, not sorry.
Ass.
I'm a Green Ranger dude. That's all I fuck with.
I'm a Kamen Rider fan. Don't judge me.
Big bad beatable face ass.
Double or Nothing. I feel like it's gonna be dope. I'm not looking forward to every single match, but I am looking forward to a great deal of them. Night Champions overall, yeah, it was okay. Definitely happy for Willow, and of course we'll eventually get to see AEW Collision, also known as CM Punk show.
What day does it release?
That first episode of Collision is June 17th. So.
Well, June 29th, Fight Forever is released on all consoles and PC. I want all the smoke. Yes. I want all the smoke. I don't care who you are. I will fight you.
Is there online though?
I don't care. I will drive to fight people.
I believe there is an online aspect to it, but now
it has blood.
Can I say this real quick? I was thinking about this earlier in the pod. If WWE or AEW use a formula that has been used in NWA, that would be dope. Somebody who, whichever title, pick a title, whether it's United States or the Intercontinental Championship. You have 7 successful title defenses. That puts you in line for a world title shot. But the belt has got to come off of you so we can crown a new champion.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
That way we're creating continuity. We're creating a chance for others to grab that brass ring.
And you know who would be happy about that? Austin Theory.
and Gunther, because Gunther has definitely had 7 successful fucking defenses.
They were all against Natalia.
And Roman Reigns. Oh, that would be a slap fest. That would be a slap fest. I would want to see that. But see, if they did that, that would make it so much more interesting. Honestly.
Yeah, you get screwed over on your 7th victory. You got to start all over again. or you just lose. You got to get the belt back to go back up.
Like if you agree to challenge for the upper tiered belt, the one you have now has to come off you immediately.
Exactly.
Whether you win or lose this next shit, you are not the champion anymore.
Exactly.
And then you have a tournament or something like that to take up the new belt.
That shit would be crazy.
Oh no! And then they have a battle royale, and whoever are the final the final 6 or 8 in the match, as you get eliminated, that's how they pair in the upcoming tournament to determine the new champion.
Give this guy a promo job. Let him book some matches. I would do that. That'd be interesting. At least we want to know what's going to happen automatically.
Thank you.
That'd be some good shit. Well, Tony Khan, if you're listening, please do some shit tonight to tease us for Forbidden Door in June.
Stop teasing your hair, please.
Real quick, who you think showing up tonight?
Oxygen. That's the only thing I know for sure. Oxygen is showing up.
New or like
anybody? Who you think is going to show up? You can say, I know they're going to show up.
Goodness, that's hard.
I hope it's Willow or Trinity. That's all I'm saying.
I would love to see them pop up.
Just show up. Don't
add some honest melanin to the ladies.
You know what's crazy? On last Dynamite, they actually showed images and said the name of Mercedes Moné. So, granted, she's injured right now. I'm not sure how serious her injury is, or even if it's a kayfabe injury. But who's to say that she might not come up and say, "Hey, Willow, keep my name out your mouth, bitch."
You know what would be great? Hold on. You know what would be great? I think it would be great. Like if Jade and Valkyrie's match, they're into it or whatever, and she loses or whoever loses, right? And it's a face off again. And then Willow's music hits, boom, and she's saying, well, I'm the superior black champion. I did all this stuff. And then boom, Mercedes Moné's champion, she comes out, and then boom, Trinity shows up and they have like a big face off. That would be so fucking live.
It'd be called the Boom match.
And so boom.
I do like your idea though of Aussie Open though answering the call for House of Black, so that would be good.
Aussie Open.
That would be good.
That'll tear the roof off for sure.
Hell, it might be damn James Storm and the damn the Motor City Machine Guns show up. You never know, bro.
And all you had to hear is sorry about your damn
look.
And then you were here. What the hell?
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good either way tonight. So on behalf of myself, people, you my boy Slim Jones, Uncle Navy Monster.
Listen.
Podcast, y'all. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow. As always, people, goodbye and good night.
Quit being a mark.
The hooded shadow.
Something dark side.